Do you know the number one fear that keeps retirees from truly enjoying their golden years? It's not running out of money, medical expenses, or even inflation. It's actually something much deeper and almost nobody talks about it. Today, we're uncovering the saver's fear, why it happens, how it silently steals joy from countless retirees, and most importantly, how you can break free from it to live the retirement that you've always dreamed. So what is the saver's fear? The saver's fear is a deeply rooted psychological barrier that makes retirees hesitant to spend their hard-earned savings. After years and sometimes decades of diligently budgeting, investing, and focusing on building wealth, the act of spending can actually feel unnatural or even reckless. For many, this fear stems from uncertainty. Questions like, what if I run out of money? Or what if I face unexpected expenses? They dominate their thinking. Now, this cautious mindset, while useful during the accumulation phase, can prevent retirees from fully enjoying their wealth that they've worked so hard to save. You see, research shows that this saver's fear isn't just an individual issue, it's actually a widespread phenomenon. See, a study highlighted by financial expert Michael Kitces reveals startling trends about how retirees manage their money. You see, affluent retirees, which they define as someone with at least $333,000 in wealth, including their home, often fail to spend even the annual income that's generated by their portfolios. They choose, however, to live far below their means. So what does this mean? This means that wealth accumulation continues to happen because among retirees following the 4% withdrawal rule, 2/3 actually end their retirement with double their initial savings. It's crazy to think that retirees are more likely to grow their wealth by 5 times than to spend it down to their original principal. And for those who dip into their savings, it typically doesn't happen until their late 80s when physical limitations and health concerns often reduce their ability to enjoy it fully. And this data underscores a troubling pattern, and that's that retirees are unnecessarily sacrificing experiences and opportunities out of fear even when their finances are more than sufficient. Now, why the saver's fear happens? Well, it happens because the saver's fear isn't irrational. It's rooted both in psychological tendencies and external influences. You see, there's this thing called the loss aversion. Behavioral economics shows that people fear losses more than they value equivalent gains. Spending savings, even for intended purposes, can feel like a loss rather than the fulfillment of a goal. You see, according to a 2023 Employee Benefit Research Institute study, 60% of retirees worry about covering long-term care costs, and nearly half fear they're going to run out of money. And this uncertainty leads to overcautious spending. Now, messages from financial institutions reinforce the importance of preserving wealth, emphasizing strategies like the 4% rule or delaying Social Security. And while these approaches have merit, they can also amplify that fear, making retirees hesitant to use their own savings. This really stems from having to shift your mindset, because for decades, savings becomes like a second nature. You're automatically putting into the 401k, and it's just something you were always doing. And the sudden expectation to reverse that behavior in retirement can feel extremely uncomfortable or even irresponsible, making spending a significant mental hurdle. So how do you overcome this saver's fear? And breaking free from the saver's fear starts with intentional planning and a shift in perspective. So here are 4 steps to help you confidently transition from saving to spending. And the first step you can do is understand your financial capacity. See, most retirees don't fully grasp how much they can safely spend. And a comprehensive financial plan can provide clarity, showing you exactly what's possible without jeopardizing your future. In fact, according to the Center for Retirement Research, retirees who work with a planner report 25% higher confidence in their ability to manage retirement spending. And the next thing you do is you can redefine spending as purposeful instead of seeing spending as a loss. View it as a way to create meaningful experiences. Think about what matters most, whether it's traveling, pursuing hobbies, or spending more time with loved ones, and focus your spending in those areas. In fact, research from Morningstar found that those retirees who actually tied spending to a personal goal experienced significantly greater life satisfaction. Now, the next thing you could do is you can plan for different retirement phases. You see, retirement, it's not this single stage. It's a journey with distinct phases: the active, what they call the go-go years, the slower, slow-go years, and the quieter, no-go years. Research actually shows that retirees tend to spend more early on and less as they age. So plan on enjoying higher spending during your active years while reserving resources for future needs. Now, the next thing you do is you can actually work with experts. Working with a financial planner can make all the difference. See, planners can help you model out different scenarios, prepare for risks, and align your spending with your values. And it's something that we've talked about on this channel quite a bit, where we've actually gone through how do you model out those different scenarios. In fact, a 2021 Vanguard study found that retirees who'd worked with advisors not only achieved better financial outcomes, but also experienced significantly less stress. Now it's time to think about the real world perspective. Now imagine you've spent decades saving and budgeting, but your kids and your grandkids, they live across the country, and for years, you've only visited once a year because that's what fit into your budget. But what if you discovered that your retirement plan could actually support 5 trips a year without impacting your financial security? This isn't about whether you should take those trips or you shouldn't. It's about knowing that the options exist. With this knowledge, you can make decisions based on your values, not outdated assumptions or fears. The bottom line is the saver's fear is real, but it doesn't have to define your retirement. By understanding your financial capacity, aligning your spending with your goals, and seeking guidance when needed, you can overcome this fear and create a retirement that's both meaningful and financially secure. Your savings are meant to support your life, not to sit untouched. So whether your goal is to leave a legacy, pursue lifelong dreams, or simply enjoy your days to the fullest, intentional planning can help you achieve the life that you've worked so hard for. If you've got questions or you don't know where to start, use the link in the description below and a member of our team will be happy to share with you our process for helping someone like you build out your individual comprehensive retirement plan. This involves everything from stress testing that plan, showing you what's possible, and making sure that you feel confident that you can live the life that you want without worrying about running out of money. But what about you? If you're retired, have you ever experienced this saver's fear? Or if you're not retired, do you worry that this is something that might hold you back in retirement? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button because we plan on putting out a lot more content to help you make sure that you can maximize your retirement. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.